Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with the Games. Alright. Ho ho. Place is bumping already. David, Stupinski, Waffle Syrup. Hello. Little false start there. And you know, at like 2:45, I was like, oh my goodness. And excuse me a moment. Yeah, come in. They're showing my apartment. I don't have to be involved in this. I'll have a mask at hand if I need to come in here. They're not coming in. Excuse me a moment. Come in.
Hi, sorry, we're here for another viewing.
Yep.
Perfect, thank you.
I have no idea where I put my mask. Hold on. Just so you know, I am streaming in this room, so you are on the internet if you come in here into my camera. All right. Hello, British. Welcome. All right, folks. Couple of false starts there, because first, at like 2:45, I was like, I should reset the modem and the router just in case. Get it going. And then I thought, it's been good. Didn't have any problems yesterday. And then, of course, as anyone who tried to tune in from that first notification discovered, it failed almost instantly. Reset that. Now we're going. We're coming to see the place. Hopefully they don't mind that it looks horrible, because I'm packing, and also I work and I do this, and that's my life right now. And I sleep. I try to get some sleep here and there. So, yes, hello everybody. David, Stupinski, Waffle Syrup, British. Glad to have you all here. Let's dive on in to Ultima VI, The False Prophet. Episode 4 of our Let's Play here. Firing it up, confirming that I want to play the game and not view the DOS settings. Adjusting the volume. Let me know how it is. I think it's good for me anyway. Got my spreadsheet open. My windows didn't get all screwy there when I broke out of full screen, so that's nice. I'm standing. That's a new feature of the stream. I realized that if I'm going to transition between sitting and standing with the adjustable desk, it's far less risky to all the cords to adjust down during the stream. So I'll get my ergonomics in now, and then I will indulge in the new smoking, as they say. You know what? This is too loud for me. So I'm going to make a couple quick adjustments here. Yeah, just a little quieter for me. Yes. Yeah, sure. Okay, here we are. Oh, it's not coming in. Don't need that right now. Okay, here we are. The avatar is back. We're ready to journey onwards. Right now, we're in Skara Brae. Hopefully we do get to kick some gargoyle ass today, Stimpinski. Step 1, though, we have to find a ghost whose ass we don't want to kick. We actually just want to say, hey, man, do you remember where you dropped that rune before you were murdered? If you could help us out. So the challenge here, such as it is that the clue was the ghost is appearing in our dining hall in this inn, but this inn does not have a dining hall. So, the avatar just sliding along the bar stools there. So I think step 1 is literally milling about in the hotel generally to see, in the inn generally, hotel, to see if this ghost appears in the hotel. And then, if that doesn't work out, we will restore that save, because that's a save at the start, or, much earlier in the evening. So then we'll have more daylight back. Oh yeah, Chumbawampa, this is one of the great leaps forward, I would say, for the, not just for Ultima, but for the genre as a whole. And by the way, hello. Glad you're here. Now, of course, that comes at the expense of, as you've probably already noticed, an extremely small viewing window. So at the same time that the world becomes a continuous scrolling, one giant map, we get a really constricted view. But yeah, great music, didn't have to patch it in or anything. It was just there. It's as far as I can tell, it's most of the same compositions that were in Ultima 5. In fact, perhaps that music patch for Ultima 5 was backpatching this music into it. I don't know. But graphics are great. We're out of the iconographic era and into the graphics are just what you're supposed to be seeing. That's a good question, Stimpinski. I should look into that. Because, like, if we could zoom out just a little, that would be just the thing. But, yeah. We'll see. So this is not the exciting part. Oh, we just try to get a ghost to appear somewhere around this inn. And who might not actually be literally appearing in the inn. Because, as we've discussed, he supposedly... Well, that's a fair point, David. I think, summoning the ghost. Stimpinski, I haven't. Is that a thing? Let me look at the compendium. If there's a line in the compendium, it's like, to summon a ghost, press the short key for summoning a ghost. Quick key. But obviously the innkeeper's wife, at least according to the innkeeper, did not summon the ghost so much as just witness it. So I don't know. We might it might turn out that we're just wasting time here. And then I'm going to need to, figure out how ghosts are summoned rather than wait around for the ghost to appear. Hard to say. I'm also getting used to what the moons mean for time, because unless I missed it, I should check. So let me check. But unless I missed it, I don't think the Avatar brought his pocket watch. A discipline for a nightly contest that is not combat. That's a... Mounted archery? I don't know if it's nightly to use a bow. Other than that... I suppose, literally, not jousting, but hitting targets with a lance. Oh. Is David Dale interpreting you correctly and me incorrectly, Stimpinski? That something knights do that is not even combat related? Not just that it's not a one-on-one, PvP challenge. Come on, Ghost. We're so curious about what you did with this rune before you were murdered. And also, we'd like to avenge your murder. So, we do have something to offer you. What if it's... it's creepy. Virtue of creepiness. We'll take a look. Yeah, chess. Literally just play some chess. Or Go, if you want to get really classical. Alright. I am, right now my gut's telling me this is not the technique for finding the ghost. And yet, we might as well play it out, right? The sun is rising, no ghost. Okay. Well, it was a nice thought. Let's go back. We gotta go back. Oh, those are very good chivalrous disciplines, Stimpinski. Perhaps not the literal things that we associate. Oh. Okay, hold on. Looking at the sky. I think I might be missing the idea here. See darkness. If I click in the darkness, that adds up. This is some kind of rooming house. Yeah, maybe the Avatar didn't bring his pocket watch because he is really he's been practicing getting the feel for just telling the time by celestial bodies. It made sense. It was a totally reasonable guess. So yeah, here's one of the tight viewing window things where it's maybe by dining room they meant something else. But there's the birds making us leg. Here's some standing stones, but no, the Shrine of Spirituality is not right here. That's a little mystery where an NPC last week said to me that he met his lover when they were both at the Shrine of Spirituality. But the Shrine of Spirituality, the most recent time I saw it, was trapped between dimensions and can only be accessed through a moon gate and by entering that moon gate at midnight. So is that just did the Avatar just let everybody know before he left? Or have they restored the shrine? Who knows? That'll be another fun thing for us to find out. Aha! Yes, of course. You're right, British. That's the explanation for stone circles that are not around a shrine. It's just where the moon gate would show up. Could it be all so simple? That's fun. Stimpinski, I like that. Keep them guessing. And it fell apart because the whole campaign fell apart because we had way too many players and we were all way too busy. So we could never get together again after 2 sessions of the particular arc. But to throw a curveball, I set up what started out seeming just like a really straightforward... Okay, we're not getting anywhere this particular evening in Skara Brae. Particularly because if there's any other form of dining hall, I can't find it. The darkness encroaching to make the viewing window even smaller is not on my side. Ooh, that's fun, waffle syrup. That sounds challenging. Yeah, I threw them a curveball where I set up what seemed like a really, your standard, it's a battle arena setting, You're in the Coliseum, so we're just gonna do fights and I'm not gonna have a setup story. But then the let's rest here for 8 hours. Sorry, Shimino, but you know the drill. That's another good one. Oh, right. It's not going to accept clicking. I gotta press his number. Boom. We all had food, so that's good. Elo played us a song. And, okay, we wasted a little daylight there, sleeping in. That's okay. So let's go back to Skara Brae again. And we won't tarry here long. Because, I see now what the key thing to do in Skara Brae is reasonably clear. I gotta find this ghost in order to find the rune. But if we swing by Empath Abbey, hit U, things like that, it's not gonna take us so far from Skara Brae that we can't get back here. If inspiration hits me, or if I, in some way, get a better idea. Oh yeah, this jerk, Trenton. I have come back. Well, bye. Yeah, not a fan. Actually, hold on. Yeah, wilted smile. It says a little more than wilted, at least in the portrait. Maybe it meant to say wilted hairline. No, you don't know anything about this ghost? Alright, goodbye. You know what? Let me get my spreadsheet open here anyway. I have it open, but I haven't looked at it. Okay, here I am at Skara Brae. It was Quenton who got killed. And Gideon, of course, the innkeeper. Horrence knows of the shrine. Okay, well there's that. Gotta find this Horrence. Yeah, you probably don't go with pure chess, because if you have 2 equally matched players, all of a sudden, we're just playing chess. Yeah, we've lost the plot here. It's no longer an RPG session. 3 people watching 2 other people play chess. Anyway, so my twist with the battle arena was, first of all, the host of the battle arena turned out to be Just an absolutely atrocious character that I made up. He was your standard late 90s nu metal fan. Well, specifically like a Fred Durst wannabe. And so he's like, somehow or other, he's gotten sucked out of time into this dimension and stumbled upon a ring of invincibility, and so, or whatever. Some bullshit, I don't know. And so, like, he's just a total obnoxious jerk. And then there's like a whole time, like, there's like a time loop, and they had to go into the past. And anyway, it went far afield very quickly from a battle arena. And that's my entire story. Because they never ended. They were in the past. One of them got turned to stone in the past by a basilisk. I know I've heard of that. But I can't picture it exactly. But that'd be a good one. What is it called? The like Viking chess? Is that Alcurque? The one where it's like, it's about the king is surrounded on a battlefield. And so one player is the people trying to get the king, and the object for the king and his guards is to get to the edge. That's a good one. It's not really strategy so much as tactics. 'Cause, you know, we're all right here. Wow, this dude's got big hands, big meaty hands, and interesting facial hair choice where he wanted just a little bit of mustache. He didn't want to go full Abraham Lincoln. But what do I need? I need to know your name, and I'm hoping Yorl. Okay, no, I was hoping you were Horens, but that's okay. Yeah, that's a strong name. I'd agree. Your father was a coastal raider. Oh my, that's heavy stuff. Okay, Yorl, coastal raider. Don't let that out. Yeah, no. It's between. I would say it's between you and me, sir, but I get the feeling that a conversation with this guy is actually between me and him and his neighbors. I think his voice, I get the impression this guy's voice carries. So your father, what was his name? You had one. Ha ha, yes. Ha. The guy seems a lot more jovial than his portrait. Might make you think, okay, he was a raider. Suddenly stops laughing and looks at you, his eyes angry and wide. He's messing with me, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. I was like, sir, it was you just now. You even said it in a special font color, as if inviting me to follow up. What do you do, sir? Hopefully you're not a raider. You're just fishing. Yeah, that makes sense. Not quite as exciting as some jobs. It keeps you near the sea. Yeah, and it's more ethical than coastal raiding. You love the sea? You do. Oh, that sounds interesting, Chumbawampa. I got a feeling, not this week, but the week after, when it's finally the break week, so I don't have 3 evening classes, I'll actually finally get to watch some other people's streams again. So that sounds interesting. Hopefully I catch you live, so I can correct all your incorrect political views in the comments, in the chat. All right, fish come, fish go. Yeah. Now the fish have gone. Yeah, sure. Neat. And they'll come back. Will they? When they do, I'll be waiting with my nets. What do you do with nets? You catch fish. Large scale. Well, what of a pull? You don't use them. Okay. Get the feeling there might be fishing in this game. Makes sense. Now, individual food items. Find a pole, do some fishing. Maybe later when we have a boat, we'll find a net, just do a ton of fishing. Okay. Yeah, a man does have to make a living. I agree. Do you know this Horens? Am I spelling his name right? Well, I am if I spell it right in the spreadsheet. Old Horens, he's a crazy old coot who lives on the Isle. The Isle? Alright, fair enough. You know anything about this Quenton murder? Ooh, okay, we're getting serious. Sorry, dude. Who told you about this? Gideon and Stevius. Okay. Learning all kinds of names. Came to the house before dawn. Quenton been killed by gargoyles. Yeah, okay. What do you think of Gideon? He owns the Haunting Inn. He's good people. His wife is a bit of a nag. Oh, yeah. She always complains that your house is an eyesore. Well, this is a quaint little home. It's a little, like, cluttered. No, sorry, dude. I can live with the honeymooners, and that's about as far as I'll go with punching a woman in the face jokes. And that's only because in the honeymooners, obviously, Ralph he's actually portrayed as being utterly terrified of his wife. Like, you know, there's no point in the honeymooners where he actually just hauls off and pops her, or where she seems afraid of him in any way. One of these days, Anunda. Bam. Ooh, that is awesome. Here, there are no castles where I am, and I have not been to Europe, but we do have old fortification ruins. So, I have been to some crummy old forts in my day. And some cool forts. All we got are coastal forts. And a hilltop fort. The hilltop fort it's funny because it's like the most defensible like fort. It's the top of a very big hill. It's an immensely defensible fortification, but it's never attacked. He's got a large hook. He's cleaning it. He's a fisherman. It's kind of gross. Okay, this weird Stevius dude is the only one who saw Quenton get murdered. Well, maybe we need the right guy to interrogate him. Yeah, gargoyles are scary. How do you feel about the gargoyles? Never seen one. But you've seen a lot of things. Serpents, as big as the format. Yeah. I know all about that. What are the serpents like these days? Oh, it's a real tale of the sea here. It's a calm night it was. Quinn and I had decided to go out on that glassy sea for a fish. Not just any fish, mind you, a lighthorn. He pulls his pipe out of his apron. Go on. When we were boys, Quinn's father often talked about such a fish. Said if a body could catch one, good fortune would be his. Oh yeah. Yes, good fortune. He said the fish had a glowing horn on its snout. It only comes to the surface when the sea is like glass. Well, when is that? See, the fish thought the surface was a mirror and came up to admire its horn. Okay, it's like a fairy tale. He laughs to himself. He bites the pipe. Anyway, Quenton and I decided we'd catch one in our skiff. And? Pulls the pipe from his mouth. He's blowing smoke rings. Yeah, no, I don't mind if you smoke. It's his home, I guess. He doesn't have to ask me. Or offer. Which I guess is... it's a pipe. You don't have to offer your pipe. Okay. Well, even though the skiff was small, we figured we'd spear the beast and drag it back to port. And what happened when you pulled out the spear? It sounds crazy now, but you have to remember we were only boys. Anyway, out past Ivor's Rounding, sat in our skiff waiting to see one. Looks out to the sea again and chuckles. And what happened at the Rounding, sir? Past where the alchemist lives. I gotta start. There are so many notes to take here. Fish with glowhorn only comes to surface when sea is like mirror. Horrence lives on the isle, and the Rounding is past where the alchemist lives. Okay. It's all very helpful information, sir. Or it could be. Or maybe it's all useless. Just a bunch of red herrings. Who knows? I guess you would know about red herrings, eh? I think that Yorl would laugh at that one. Okay. And then suddenly a tall neck rising out of the water and heading towards you. And that neck belonged to... It came closer. A huge wave proceeded. We could make out a giant mouth. I'll tell you, you've never seen two boys make a skiff travel so fast in all your life. Ha! Ha ha! Okay. Well, that... Okay, fine. Didn't really go anywhere. But, good for you. I'm glad you had a good time. Now, there's another keyword back there. I've forgotten by now. Gargoyles, you've never seen one. Ah, the Foremaster. One of the tallest ships. My father used to pilot one of the biggest in Lord British's fleet. The Meredith Anne. She was a sight to behold, she was. Oh yeah? What do you think of Lord British? Father used to say, sail in one of his fleets, a brave and mighty ruler he is. Oh yeah, good guy. Me and him go way back. And then Anne. Who's this Anne? Oh, it's a ship. Went to her grave in a storm. Took nearly 200 men with her. Come up all of a sudden. Oh, I say it was Mondane's doing. Anyhow, that's when I lost my father. So, not a big fan of Mondane? I actually used to be the stranger. I know all about Mondane. Don't worry. Yeah, he really does. I mean, I suppose for anyone old enough to have been a citizen of Caesarea, like they had to deal with Mondane, but then they had to deal with the Enchantress, who was Mondane's paramour. Is that what she was called? I don't know. I haven't played Ultima 2. And then Exodus, the child or the computer. I don't know. I haven't played the first three. Okay. Well, this is serious stuff. So the Meredith Anne went to her death in a storm. Mondane's doing? Probably that's not a clue. Because it'd be a pretty deep cut clue to be like, you know, remember where you found the skull of Mondane back in Ultima 4 or something? But who knows? I guess we'll find out later. Alright. Man. At this point, this is clearly a game that was made by a team. They really took the dialogue to the next level in terms of just the richness of each, or of most, or many of the NPCs. A woman. She's tall. She's delicate looking. Her smile puts me at ease. She's not smiling. I don't feel at ease at all. I feel like she's sad. Hello. Huh. Yeah, she makes an impression. I just don't know that her smile is enchanting me or anything. What's your name, love? Father chose an ancient word for my name. It means the cool breeze after a storm has passed. Marnie. Okay. So, what we can confirm here is that Marnie, Marnie's name means cool breeze after a storm has passed. Don't know if that'll matter, but it could. So we've made a note. Okay. And what do? You look after the dock. What do you do down by the dock? Oh, yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, now that you ask. Now that you mention it. Thank you. I will. I'm an honest man. I've achieved enlightenment, even, in the virtue of honesty. What do you think of Yorl? Oh, Jorl. He and father were never apart. See your... Oh, I get it. So she must be... Lost the... Quenton? No. Yes? After my mother was kidnapped, Jarl helped my father get back on his feet. They were always together. My father had been drinking at the inn. Jarl would have been there. So her father is Quenton. He was a brave man and very strong. That he died in such a violent way was so wrong, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm sorry to make you keep saying these things, but I've already forgotten the other keyword that you just said. Uh-oh. Whoa. There we go. Unfocused for a moment. Okay. What were we talking about? We were talking about Jorl. At the inn. Right. And Gideon has been a friend of theirs since youth. Of course. They are kind. Do you know where their dining room is? Yeah. Oh, wow. Is that her standard not understanding text? Because that's sad. I mean, I know her dad just get murdered. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna, the classic Jerry Seinfeld, the good luck with all of that. Oh dear. You don't have to. That's sad. I feel bad now. But the jaunty music will make me feel better. Here we go. So here's the dock. Yeah. So we are in the world of realistic graphics replacing iconographic graphics for everything except boats, which I suspected was going to be true. Because not only with, like, a skiff alone, if it's going to hold up to 6 people, would have to occupy a lot of space. So then a ship, like a frigate, would be ridiculous. Okay, so let's save. And let's look at the map. Okay, assuming that the Isle... Okay, alright. Danny OQ, welcome to the stream. I'm going to make you the same offer I make everybody. I'm going to come selling followers. Which is you, like, give me 100 for free to show me that you got them. And then we can talk about me buying, like, 1,000 more. Can we... Is it that easy? It's that easy? Yeah. This is a... This stands out as distinctly less of an effort than... of a realism effort than the rest of the graphics. But that's okay. So we go to another dock. Do we use the dock to get out? No. Do we exit with X? No. Do we... Not while aboard ship. Okay. Let's investigate. The compendium. Bum. Oh, right, of course. That's a very reasonable point, Waffles here. Instead of trying to use the dock, why don't I just use the skiff? Yep. There you go. You gotta use, because you gotta push yourself up with something. And it's the skiff that you're doing that with. It makes perfect sense. Alright. So, hopefully, Old Man Horrence is, here. Can't tell if this is a maiden who, like, looks after Horrence, who has a hood up, or if it's Horrence himself with a shock of white hair. Alright. Dogs at your doorstep. Are you talking about us, sir? Yapping at my heels. No way to ignore them. Just pretend that they are eels. Oh. He speaks in rhyme. Great. Nobody ever finds that off-putting. So, are you horns? Names I'm always thinking, names I always see. Have you any inkling what they seem to mean? I mean, a name is a signifier, sir. Like, it can have meaning, but it mostly exists to direct our attention to... Okay. Are you horns? That is too familiar. Could it be a friend? No, none is delivered, so I must pretend. I'll say this. Props to Richard Garriott or any of his crew at Origin Systems for when they made a character talk in poetry, it doesn't just rhyme, it scans. Anyone ever play that 2-player Ubisoft RPG? They put out a few, maybe almost like a decade ago now. Child of Light. That was a really fun game, but it tried to... They wrote the whole thing in like poetry that has no meter at all. Just really awkward rhymes. And it just sounds horrible. I have nice reagents, also wondrous spells. If you need a magic book, those I also sell. I probably will need more magic books at some point, sir. But right now, we're in the feeling out phase and we don't have a ton of money. So, do you know about this shrine? Do you have a stupid little verse prepared for me? Through a glowing door. Okay. Yep. All right. That answers my main question already. By the full moon's light, for me to tell you more would take us half the night. The only detail you didn't tell me is whether this time around it's any Moongate, which I believe is what it was in Ultima IV, if I remember correctly, or if it's specifically the Minnock Moongate. I suppose we could find that out pretty easy pretty soon. All right. Great talking to you. Did you know, Quenton? Ask about a traitor. Ask about a love. And if you are creative, ask above the dove. Oh. Okay. That sounds like a tip for finding a ghost. Maybe it's not, but it sounds like it could be. Let's take some notes, and then let's leave this man to... I assume I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, even when we're not here, he's just gonna be saying weird little poems. Ask about a traitor, ask about a love, and if you are creative, ask above a dove. All right. Well, I'm going to back away slowly now. He sees that we're going. He's sure they will return. For if they lack the knowing, they'll always need to learn. Yeah, that's true. All right. Great. Let's return this skiff. It's the honest thing to do. Put it right back where we found it. Alright. Now we're back in Skara Brae. Let's just keep going around and see what else is here. So, do the birds congregate in specific places? Is there a bird around the inn? Certainly the birds do seem to congregate around where the Moongate will be, which is helpful. So we'll just try, when night dost fall again, then shalt we go and stand by those stones and talk above the doves. See if the gimmick here is that the ghost remains... What's this? Oh, hold on. Well. Sir? Sir, please? Oh, come on. If the answer turns out to be that the ghost actually just hangs around in the daytime, fully visible, and you should have to catch him. No, I don't. I think the problem here is going to be that the ghost does not actually want to be bothered. And fair enough. I mean, he just got murdered. Tiny little man with wild eyes and chubby cheeks. Ah, okay, yeah. He looks down. No, he looks me up and down. Claps his hands together. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, you like what you see? What's your name, sir? Stevius? I had a feeling. Stevius the wine merchant. Skara Brae, the town of spirituality, but as the Ultima VI compendium notes, the term spirits has multiple meanings. So some people come to Skara Brae to connect with the spiritual realm, and some people come to Skara Brae to get loaded. Alright. Tell me about your name, I guess. Yes, I'm very impressed. Yes. That was a rhetorical question. He didn't want an answer. What do you do? I understand you just said this. You make wine. Maybe you want to buy some? Not right now. Oh, heck. I'll take a wine. Have a bottle of wine. I guess, The Skara Brae sounds interesting. Oh, okay. Woohoo! No. 10 gold. That's wacky economy in this game. So far. I mean, not some parts of the economy make more sense than the previous Ultimas. But like getting someone to teach you a powerful magical spell is like the cost of like 2 bottles of wine. But, you know, who knows? Who knows when we'll be glad we have wine? I don't want any items. I will enjoy the white wine. What can you tell me about any horrible murders that you've witnessed recently? Like perhaps Quenton's. He was a nice enough soul. He sold many bottles to him. How about those gargoyles that allegedly killed him? Yes, big, ugly, snarling beasts. Of course, they were kneeling when I saw them. Were they kneeling to a false prophet of any kind? You know, on their knees. A joker, eh? Wise guy. Alright, fine. Yeah, have you seen any false prophets? Can you explain? No, ask someone else. Someone eventually, I got to assume, is going to tell me about a prophet. Okay. What else do I care about with young Stevius? Turns out nothing. So let's just write him down. Stevius. Stevius, might as well spell his name right. He's a winemaker. A vintner. But I'm just going to call him a winemaker. No need to get fancy. Alright. Hey, Ghost. Wait. Right, I forgot. You don't have to be next to someone to talk to me. Okay, vaporous form hovering before you with, like, holy moly. Was Quenton, like, a dimensional traveler from Final Fantasy? Look at this guy's hair. Okay. Form is that of a man. His mouth moves, yet no words can be heard. Oh yeah, this is the gimmick. Well, what's your name? You hear no answer save the rustle of leaves on the ground around you. I'm trying to think how that translates to Quenton. But I don't know. Okay. What do you do? Okay, this is the blowing you off thing, which maybe he will do for anything in the daytime, or maybe it's a matter of characters. Ask about a traitor. Ask about a love. And if you are creative, ask above a dove. So if talking to an empty space above where a dove congregates is not the trick to getting into the conversation, then there's something else weird to be asked there. But okay. Who betrayed you? Anybody? Been betrayed and murdered recently? No answer. Okay. What if I named someone who might have betrayed and killed you? Fair. Okay. How about your love? Okay. Well, doves? Above a dove? Okay. Now is not the moment, at any rate. Strong breeze suddenly assaults you with twigs and leaves. Oh, so now you switch it up. Okay. Alright, well, we know where the ghost congregates. Maybe he's, more manifested at nighttime. We can try again. In the meantime, I'm curious about a thing on the map. Because I was looking at the map earlier today, thinking, could I solve the mystery of, because the shrines are on the map. Maybe the Shrine of Spirituality is back. And I didn't discover that, but there is a weird white blur on what I believe is the Spirit Wood, just outside of Skara Brae here. So, don't have to believe it. If you squint hard enough, you can see that it's written in the runic script. So let's throw down a save. Speaking of runic scripts, on Friday, during Friday Night Forgotten Circles, I was alerted by a viewer who's actually familiar with Final. This is the good kind of spoiler, because we got a city event that was related to this long ago runic script that we discovered, and we had been burnt badly because in the current printing of Gloomhaven, they're like, as part of the campaign system, there are all these envelopes and boxes that you unlock when you fulfill certain conditions, and it's really exciting to get like a whole new thing into the game. And we had just cross here and south around the things to the woods. Let's see what we can do down there while we wait for the day to pass. But yeah, the very last envelope in base Gloomhaven that we opened, because obviously the order is not guaranteed, but we were all excited. Finally, the last big reveal, and it was a runic script that there's no I don't think the script is even available yet. It's like a teaser for Frosthaven, the sequel that's still not out. And I was so irritated by that. That when we encountered this runic script in Forgotten Circles, I didn't do my due diligence. Instead, I just flew into a rage. Probably, I'm a little more mild than that as a person. But I was like, I dismissed this. So we happened to get, because after you get the script, you add 3 city event cards into the deck, and each of them offers you 2 different paths you can choose, because that's what every event does. But both paths give you a clue for deciphering the rune. So we just happened to get the last clue in our city event. And I was like, it's just another bullshit one. It doesn't even matter. I'm not even looking it up. Because it's just a dumb teaser for Frosthaven. And then a viewer said, yeah, too bad that it had to be a stupid teaser for Frosthaven and not something really cool that's relevant to the actual game that you're playing right now, or something along those lines. And I was like, yeah, exactly. Thank you for backing me up. And then the viewer was like, I wasn't backing you up. And I was like, well, I felt backed up. I mean, you said the same thing I said. And then he's like, no, I was being sarcastic. At which point it was like, oh, this is a cool runic puzzle that won't just be like, kickstart Frosthaven today. So at that point, I felt a fool. So I committed that I was going to figure it out this week and solve the whole thing yesterday. It was fun. It doesn't make the script in the world of the game. The way this runic system works makes no sense at all, because it's supposed to be an ancient language, but like most runic scripts in a fantasy setting, it just transliterates 1-to-1 to the letters of the common language. Okay, well, we're gonna go back and see what we can do with our ghosty friend. Maybe we'll get Shimino to light the torch. So we have created a situation here where we're wandering in the dark. Right, but we don't have to wander in the dark at any point. We can always light a torch. Hey, Shimino, light up a torch for us? Getting low on torches? Shimino is, but my gut tells me that someone else has more torches. If not, also, my gut tells me someone sells torches somewhere. Call it instinct. I've been around this block a few times. I believe the basic items are sold in an RPG game shop. RPG game. Oof. Probably the first time in my life I've ever said that. The G in RPG stands for game. It's redundant to say RPG game. So, okay, so the ghost down here. He is. And it's Quenton at night. There we go. It's got to be dark. Not really dark, because it's a blindingly bright torch in the immediate circumference of where you light it. But here we are. Yes, this runic script, didn't make any sense, but it was fun. It was a fun puzzle. And I hunkered down, I solved it. One thing about it was that most of the clues for the runic script are about letters and how the letters are formed. And then there's a couple clues about numbers. And the number scripts look so much different than the letter scripts. And the way that Forgotten Circles is set up with this scenario book where, as you go through the branching paths, it'll be like, read section 128 on page whatever. All you actually need to do you don't need to decipher the runic script. You need to find the digits. And there's a 3-digit number and a 2-digit number. And the 3-digit is the section and the 2-digit is the page. And from there you can figure it out. But I solved the whole thing. It was fun. Anyway, that's just a little teaser for me boring the hell out of my friends on Friday describing how I solved the runic script puzzle. Okay. Vaporous form of Quenton hovers before us. How's it going, pal? Shiver runs up your spine as you feel a chilling draft. Okay. I mean, I know your name. Not only because it's printed below your face, but because just Occam's razor suggests that the ghost of Quenton is also the one ghost that I keep seeing. But let's see if this can help us learn how he talks. No answer. All right. Okay. What do you do, Quenton? Nothing. Okay. Who betrayed you? No answer. How do you feel about Stivius the Vintner? No answer. Like, Gideon warned us that we were going to have to decipher his communications through actions. But he's not taking any actions. Did Gideon betray you? I really don't want that to be true. Gideon seemed like a good guy. No. What about the... What's our jerkface mayor's name? Trenton. We're not getting anywhere with this ghost. Did I ask him what his love? I did. Do you like doves? The sky is above a dove. Clouds are above doves. All right. He's giving me nothing. What are you trying to tell me with rustling all these leaves? Do you know how to play charades? Just give me the hint. Like, is it a thing? Is it a place? Is it a person? Okay. Shrine. Gargoyles. I'm inclined to say... Okay. Hold on. He has strong feelings about gargoyles. Whirlpool of leaves, twigs, and stones whips up around you. Your clothing is yanked by a strong wind, forcing you to grip it tightly in your hands. Okay. Well, Quenton doesn't like gargoyles. That's fair. Did you secretly love Marta? The innkeeper's wife? No. Hold on. Can you just tell me about the rune? No. The shrine? No. But you are upset when I talk about the gargoyles? Yes. He's yanking me, forcing me to grip my clothing, but I don't know how to interpret that. No, I was at... British. Marta is Gideon the innkeeper's wife. I was thinking, what if Quenton was secretly in love with Marta? But that's, maybe this is something... Okay. What if I actually said the mantra to you? The mantra? No. So all we know is that he doesn't like gargoyles, which, on the one hand, you could interpret as a sign that maybe the official story is true. He was killed. He was killed by the gargoyles, but it could also just be that nobody likes these gargoyles because they showed up and they're, making a ruckus at all hours, throwing their boomerangs around. But yeah, you have no feelings about Trenton. You have no feelings about anything except that you don't like gargoyles. How do you feel about false prophets? Okay. Waffle syrup, great minds. Well, I mean, I don't know how great. Great minds think alike, and apparently also minds that are wrong can think alike. Okay, Quenton. You hang tight, buddy. I suppose forever. You don't get to ask you, right? Until your death is avenged, and I don't know. You're not giving me anything to go on, that's for sure. Well, at least we know how to find the ghost. He's nowhere near any sort of dining hall. Ask above a dove. Well, I don't... Yeah. Can we literally talk to the dove? Nope. Lots of doves up here. I'm gonna throw in a save just in case a... hold on. Get my cursor back. Yeah, there's doves all over the place. Oh, this moongate's not going to open because all the moonstones have been taken. I've got a moonstone. We just saved. Let's see what happens here. This is the moonstone, right? Buried the moonstone. Very good. Is it a full moon? It looks kind of like it. I mean, we're going to experiment. Everybody in. We are back at the Shrine of Compassion. Makes sense, I suppose. I think that's what's happening. Is this the... No, it's a force field. So we're at some other shrine. Does the Moongate take us back to where we buried the stone? No, it doesn't. But that's why we save. Okay. I suppose it's because the Moongates go to where the thing is. And if that was the Shrine of Spirituality, then obviously I don't have the rune yet. What's this other... The Orb of the Moons. Yeah, what does the Orb of the Moons do? And Waffle Syrup, I agree. Okay, what if we use the Orb of the Moons? That doesn't do anything here. But okay, let's actually... Yeah, let's go back and take a look around. Because, notably, it is a non-liberated shrine that is also not surrounded by gargoyles. And that... suggests... Oh. It is surrounded by gargoyles. Let's enter combat. I don't know that this one's going to go nearly as well because the gang's all here. But let's try. Oh, this is Shimino. Don't attack. Don't attack. I didn't want you to attack. ELO. Take a shot, buddy. Didn't work. I see what I did. Oops. I also didn't want... Oh my god. Okay. Right. I need my numpad, don't I? Where's the numpad? Here it is. I found the numpad. Alright. And it's Shimino. Down to the left. He can't. Can you just step forward? He can't. Oh, there's nobody standing there, though. That's just the big gargoyle. Shimino can attack. And the avatar can attack. Not great, Blaine. Yeah, this, I feel like I don't know, entered a cheat code by mistake? It feels easy to win fights, even though I've done almost nothing to improve from the start of the game. Well, you know, we're getting hit now, and there's a lot of gargoyles. Oh, you know what, actually... Okay. No, I'm no longer so concerned, because Shimino is actually taking quite a beating. And we're grotesquely outnumbered. And this is all fine, because we're going to make it so that this never happened. In a moment. Yeah, they're going all in on Shimino. So this one seems to be guarded by one big dude and all his little ones. So it's like a Bowser Koopalings setup here. Except that Bowser's on the front line. Okay. I think that we can cut to the chase here and say, alright, makes sense. The shrine turns out to be surrounded by gargoyles, and that's okay. So the big problem here is determining did Gideon know the names of the travelers? Maybe one of them is the traitor. I gotta talk to Gideon again. He's gonna be in bed right now. It's the middle of the night. We won't tarry too long trying to figure out this one little issue. If, in fact, for now, I'm going to go back to that thing that I was doing, trying to find this strange white splotch on the map, if indeed the strange white splotch is anything. Kill some time, wait for the day to come. I'm going to avoid sleeping right now because I'm not sure what my food supplies are. I don't want to deplete all the food and we all wind up starving to death. Okay, so... Uh-oh. That's not good. Is it a non-violent wisp? Is it a friendly wisp? Again, you of this plane address I of the Zoranite dimension. By what name do you wish to be addressed at this time? Well, some have called me the most enlightened of all souls, the avatar of the 8 virtues and the 3 principles, hero of Britannia and Caesarea before it. Friends call me James, though, and oh, my friends usually capitalize it. I actually don't know that they do. Okay, very well. Do you have memory of previous discussions with myself? No. So be it. I must often repeat information when conversing with the life of Britannia, it seems. I do not see how each unit of life here can have different memories, different desires, but again, I inform Britannia that it is not so in my realm. Interesting. Those which you know as Wisp in Britannia are projections of the life in Zerenia. Well, listen. I'll give each individual Zerenian a chance, to the extent that you're individuals, Mr. Wisp, but kind of gotta say that most of the Zerenians I've met have been jerks. I extend into many planes besides this one. Britannia communicates with me very seldom and is known by those of very few other planes. Oh yeah. Every time you speak with Britannia, it seems I must explain my nature again, as I have just done. Okay, sure, it's very strange. What's your name, pal? The concept of name, yeah. That's the whole thing, buddy. It's a form of address. When Britannia addressed me with the name Zog, an attempt was made to explain. But I still do not understand. Who called you Zog? Okay. This feels like an Ultima 1 to 3 reference. I don't know that it is. Okay. Do you have jobs in Zerenia? Conduit for information between different planes. Ooh. In exchange, these planes provide information that can be used to improve Zerenia. Okay. Occasionally, payment is accepted in the form of substance, but this is not preferred. What kind of information are you interested in? Wait, did just 4 letters work for you? Sure does. Britannia has never participated in the interplanar exchange of information. Oh. I presented a sample, known in Britannia as a secret, but no further interest has been shown. I'm interested in your secrets. Because of the nature of Britannian memory, I now present the sample information to you again. The wisp pulsates, fading from blue to white, then back to blue again. As it does so, a scroll materializes in your hand. Oh, hey, cool. This is a simple invocation of magic energy to bring about the cessation of all life. It's not a very powerful, useful, or powerful form of magic, as it will only affect beings in the same plane where it is invoked. That feels... Hello, Bebby! Feels very powerful to me, actually. My wispy friend, Zog, as you like to be, as you prefer to be called, right? Frankly, I think that exterminating all life with a single scroll seems very powerful. Inform any wisp unit if you have interest in further exchange. I am interested. If you present reasonably dense information source to a wisp unit, arrangements will be made to transfer some suitably valuable commodity into Britannian possession. Okay. Great. I don't think that I've got anything that fits the bill, but I'll make a note of this. I guess by Skara Brae in the spreadsheet? That makes sense. Zog the Wisp. Wisp units will grant you some suitably valuable commodity in exchange for a source of great information. Cool. I've done a 180 on wisps. I like them now. You know this guy Quenton, because he's just a pain in my ass. No, of course you wouldn't. Names mean nothing to you. Yeah. Okay. It's been fruitful talking to you, my wispy friend. But yeah. Oh, right. Substance was a keyword. I should have asked, and I will. You find it unusual that I need to talk about. Well, there. Yeah. See, it's not too. This is gonna blow your mind, Wisp, but I don't even come from Britannia. I'm from a different plane myself, and we have a saying about when in Rome, and you do as the Romans do. So, yes. James with a capital J, please. I feel more respected that way. Yes, I do. I would like to speak of substance. Actual physical materials are so plentiful throughout the multiverse that they are of little value. Information has much greater worth. Well, I mean, geez. Tell that to people in my particular corner of the multiverse. Goodbye, Mr. Wisp. Cool. All right. We're getting acquainted with new cultures. Not a single one of us was possessed in the process. Let alone each and every one of us. Okay, a single square of poison swamp is something that I want to look at. There's nothing about it. I guess maybe there's something up beyond there. So it's like, you willing to get poisoned to get into this little mountain alcove? And I'm not, because right now, unless they've updated the system so that poison is something that eventually burns it, eventually your system flushes itself. In the absence of that as a feature, poison is just a death sentence right now. We do not know Ann Knox. We don't even know anyone who would teach it. I probably should have asked Horrence. So let's make that and catching up with Gideon to see. Wait a minute. Hold on. Quentin's not even in the area right now. Is he congregating around the doves? At any rate, if the ghost is only gonna talk to us in the form of throwing things around, we will stay much drier if we're able to get into a conversation with him, not right there on the shore. Talking right above these doves, nothing. That's not the meaning of the gimmick. Time will tell. Oh goodness, we're not approaching daylight at all yet. Let's do another Quenton sweep. Quenton. Okay. Well, you hear something to the north. Is it a skiff sloshing gently in the lapping waves on the shore? Okay. What if we could... Hold on. Are these officially doves? It's just a bird. But it's a white bird. Could be a dove. I was at my buddy's Baron's place once for a barbecue. And they had a bird bath. in the backyard. And all of a sudden, his dad, who's a good guy. I'm not trying to cast broad aspersions on his dad here by telling this story. Oh, torch burnt out. But my buddy, oh hey, Quenton. Yeah, how do you feel about some strange travelers? It's got nothing. So it's only the gargoyles that gets you going. Okay. I gotta figure out how to ask about a trader and how to ask about his love, and then I gotta get really creative to figure out how to ask above a dove. Does it mean hold on. This is gonna be tough to pull off. Can we herd the ghost over by the doves? So yeah, so my buddy's dad, all of a sudden, he goes, well, this is not quite above a dove, but alright. This isn't gonna do anything. All of a sudden, his dad goes, oh, those damn pigeons, they're in the bird bath again. And honey, like, get me my pellet gun. He's not gonna, I'll be clear here. He was not trying to kill the birds, the pigeons, with a pellet gun, but he was like, oh, pigeons can't use the bird bath. This is not a bird bath for that kind of bird. And so his wife goes off to get his gun, his pellet gun. And then he goes, oh, wait. Oh, never mind. It's doves. That's fine. But if you know a little bit about, you don't even know that much about ornithology, I don't think, to know that pigeons and doves are just the same thing. Not even like they're, like, I don't mean like how like a golden retriever and a poodle are both dogs. I mean like how a golden retriever and a golden retriever with some like discolorations in his fur are both golden retrievers. Pigeons and doves are those are synonymous words. We call, when we use the words to distinguish, it's literally just pigeons are white doves. All right, sorry. Doves are white and pigeons have other colored feathers, which is in fact bird racist. So I had to make things awkward at the family barbecue by holding him to account. Okay, goodbye, Quenton. Quenton, if you could, like, I don't really think this is the answer, but like he's near the doves now. Yeah, no. We'll just eventually the sun must come up again, and we'll get back to business. What is the food supply situation right now? Oh, I've got 5, legs of chicken or something. And Yellow might have something. What's in your bag, buddy? Okay. Blaine doesn't have anything, of course. Yeah, so we're not overflowing with food. Dupre's got plenty of hunks of gold. What's this? Oh, this is a weird scroll. A spell. I don't want... I don't know what to do with that spell. It might not literally be an exterminate all life spell. So maybe at some point we'll throw it in a save and mess around with it. Right now, I want the freaking sun to come up. Wait, does the Avatar have torches? Are there more torches? Are we gonna need to go buy torches? Whew. Alright. Move them all to... Oh, gotta do it on the map. Hold on. Is the ghost... Can you tell me anything about a traitor while we're here in the mayor's office? Not yet. Will you do something different when I bring up the gargoyles? No. But he's yanking my clothing. Who murdered you? Oh. Points a bony hand to his eye. What about your eye? Wind blows your hair, covering your eyes. You didn't see who killed you? I think that's what you're saying? Was it Belle? Who do you love? Okay. Where'd he go? I'm gonna throw down a save while we're here creeping on the mayor as the... Oh no. Don't want to get caught creeping on the mayor and locked in a save game where I can't undo being creepy. Let's... No, you know what? I do want to look around here. So let's... Not great that this idea of seeing where the ghost was trying to take me occurred to me just at the end of the night. But okay, that's a step closer. We're not going to kill an entire day here in Skara Brae just to keep following this thread. So let's talk to Gideon when he gets up. And we'll go back and talk to Horrence just to see like if he can sell me Ann Knox. And then let's head on up the road. I think if I was reading the map right, we'll hit Empath Abbey before we hit U. But either way, we'll be staying in the region. Gideon's up and at him. Hey, pal. Yes. Yeah, of course it is. Welcome back. I was here yesterday, and also actually, don't tell your wife, last night. Yeah, these travelers. You question them? Marta had the best vantage point. The two of you had the best chance to witness or hear, yet you heard and saw nothing. All right. I mean, you know, granted, there's some prejudice here where just because he's a jerk, I would like it to be him. But right now, for me at least, suspect number one has got to be Mayor of Skara Brae, the Lord Mayor, Trent Bell. Okay, thank you, Gideon. We will come back. This time, we'll actually have been gone for a little bit, so you can miss us. How can you miss us if we won't go away? All right. Who's this? Is this just yeah, it's Yorl. You're not going to get mad if I take the skiff, right? Oh, right, of course. You're just going to get back into your story. No, we no offense, buddy. We talked about this. I get the idea. You remember that your your goddaughter? I don't know. She told us we could. She said we could. Okay. Maybe, while we're here, maybe we can drill down on that weird poem that Horrence gave us. I'm inclined to say no. Oh, wouldn't you know it? I should have realized that Horrence would not be keeping early hours, living as he does, alone on a weird island. 7:13 a.m. Let's peer in. Is he getting up yet? I wouldn't have taken Horrence for a canopy bed guy. Or actually, maybe he feels like he does need to be sheltered from things watching him. He's certainly an eccentric fellow, so you could see that being the case. Come on, dude. The sun is It's making its way. How much time has passed? This is actually a great opportunity to get a feel for time. Fairly quickly. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 steps takes 5 minutes. 2 steps, 1 minute. In German, it is at least for the common folk easier. Oh, the pigeons. Yes. Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, so it's just there are people who just do not realize because of the fact that in English we, for no reason at all, have a specific name for one type of dove feather pattern. Don't realize that they're the same birds. So you'll get people that are, they're like, pigeons are disgusting. What a gross bird. And they're like, oh, doves, they're so beautiful. Exact same bird, dude. And also, I'm 90% sure that what I'm about to say is a fact. So please correct me, somebody, if I'm wrong. I should text Greg and ask him to Google this. But what am I trying to say here? The pigeon population, from what I've been told, is entirely feral. They are all descended from messenger pigeons, meaning that literally every pigeon is the descendant of a war hero. They certainly they should be afforded more respect. Once they came from wanting, twice they came to see, if I am relenting in my mystery. No, I was very confident, sir, that you would not. Oh, okay. So they're not necessarily all war hero descendants. Some of them are, I don't even know the word for it, chattel, I guess. Don't want to think about that. I'm going to put it out of mind. Bird poop is aggressive. That's true, British. Particularly because here's a science thing I know. Birds don't pee separately. It's all they get it all out in one go. I think we rely on outdoor cats to the extent there's any pigeon population control. I like pigeons. But then again, like none of them ever shit on me or anything, so. Yeah, species. I'm not up on the hierarchy of biological classifications. Oh wow, that's awesome, Pebby. I have not spent a ton of time interacting with domesticated birds in my life, but I found them charming whenever I have. I can't have birds myself because I have cats. Wouldn't be a match made in heaven. Okay, why did I come here, Horens? What do I want from you? Yeah, what kind of spells do you offer? In which circle? Dost I wish to study? Excuse me while I look at my compendium. Oh, no, because that's the problem. That was the problem. It's that Amnox is in a circle that I can't learn from yet. I think. Might as well verify. Harm, heal. Great food, detect magic, dispel magic, douse. Ignite. Light. Infravision, magic arrow. Come on now. Third circle. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not seeing cure poison at all, which doesn't seem right. Okay, hold on. I'll find it. Give me a moment. Because yeah, cure seems like the word that they'd be using since we're not using fancy names anymore. It's not in the first circle. There's poison in the second circle, but no cure. There's curse in the third circle, but not cure. Or the fourth circle. I gotta be missing something here. It cannot be the case that they took away the cure poison spell, but kept poison in the game. What am I missing? Antidote's a good second option, but they're printed alphabetically. So when I was looking for C at the top, wouldn't I have seen antidote? What could it be called? Let's keep looking. Harm, heal, no. Help. Oh, that's the weird spell. Ignite, light, infravision, magic arrow, poison. In not spore, poisons your enemy. Reappear, sleep, telekinesis, trap, unlock magic, untrap, vanish. Cursed spell field, fireball. I'm baffled. Well. Oh! Ah, there it is. Good catch, British. For whatever reason, I guess they just wanted to expand the scope of Anne Knox. Well, specifically now it's Anne Jux Ort. But yeah, that's first circle. But this fella isn't offering it. I'm pretty sure I could have bought that in Cove. Oh well. None of them, sir. No offense. But also, yeah, when I asked you about Quenton, you had a cool little poem. So, can you elaborate? No, you can't. Who's the love? No. Is Stivius the traitor? Little is the difference that separates ourselves. Remembering this inference is often a great challenge. It's not even a slant rhyme, buddy. You had such a good thing going. Okay. What about the mayor? He who has opinions, thinks he knows it all, will someday end up learning what comes before a fall. Yeah, I like that. Marta? Here you have a question. I'm here to answer some suggestions. Please ask another one. Is his love his daughter? Like not a romantic love? I'm not saying that Quenton was a like Donald Trump like creep, but so, a pigeon that takes on passengers. That's what you're imagining, British. Okay. What was her name? Her name was Marnie, wasn't it? Love has many rivers, yet grief can twist them all. Be guided by your wisdom, and you'll achieve the goal. Okay, damn it. We're stuck in Skara Brae forever because I'm hooked on this now. Thank you, Horrence. Do you think he's coming up with these spontaneously? Or is this what he does when anyone's not visiting the island? He's just there like, what are things that people might ask me about? That would explain how he messed up that one and said not even close to a rhyme. He just forgot what the rhyme was. Later he'll go, he's like, I wasn't supposed to say challenge. Okay, Horrence, it was great talking to you. It's always real strange. I'm bringing back the skiff. Hoping that Marnie told Yorl I was allowed to borrow it so he doesn't come at me with a bloody fishhook. So what are we doing? Are we killing it? I guess we can sleep until night comes. Should I buy more food? What do I do? This is my biggest concern right now is just getting the feel for managing my resources. Because that's one thing that many things in Ultima play fair with the continuity. your knowledge of Ultima 4 will help you in Ultima 5 and henceforward. That isn't quite the case in terms of just like, what's a reasonable amount of money to spend on things? How much money should you have on you? How much food do you need? Ah, well. Things could be worse. Let's go to Gideon. See if we can buy a little bit of food. Alright, have fun with your pure improv D&D waffle syrup. Okay. What say you, Gideon? You sell rations? Food? You sell food, right? No. Do you though? I'm just not using the right word. Ha! Oh. Yeah, getting around even by foot. In this weirdly like, it's such a weird. It's like the vertigo effect. You know, the pull back, pan in, or zoom, or the thing that Hitchcock did in Vertigo. Where like the world has gotten bigger, smaller. Okay, you only do rooms here. That's fair. What do you like to banter about? Yeah, I've heard your banter specifically about Quenton. Yeah. An amulet? What kind of amulet? We went and told Yorl what had happened. When he returned with us to the well, he removed the amulet from Quenton's hand and took it to Marnie. Okay. There's a lot going on. I'm enjoying our stay in Skara Brae here. Our sojourn, if you will. Oh, is that Marnie? No, that's the healer lady. Hey, Marns. Do Marns and Yorl share that one bed? That's a little odd, if that's true. Or probably not. Probably not. Probably Jarl doesn't even live here. He just comes by for lunch because Marnie cares. I'm going to assume that. Not anything else. Not anything untoward. Because, Jarl, if your old pal Quenton said, you got to take care of Marnie if I'm gone, this would not be what he was trying to tell you. I recognize you too from before. What can I do? Do you know anything about an amulet? Your dead dad and stuff? My mother gave me this just before she was taken by those evil men. My mother told me to give it to father when he returned from the sea. Jarl gave it back to me after he was killed. Okay. My father had gone out to help Jarl bring in the catch that afternoon. I think I've asked you about Jarl before. Yeah. Right. And so your father was killed. She does the pro wrestler gesture. I'm tough. I'm ready to fight. I don't know that all pro wrestlers do that, but Young Hook was doing it on AEW Rampage on Friday. Hey, cannot see why this beast would kill him. Perhaps it was just unfortunate. I mean, the gargoyles are pretty aggressive, but they also seem to be pretty tight with the shrines so far. Except that one time that they came into the throne room and tried to kill the king. Yeah, I mean, Marnie, do you know of anyone who might have betrayed your father? No, it's the... Okay. What do you think of the mayor? Does your father have any political disagreements with the mayor? You believe he's done all he can for you. When my father was murdered, he took charge to find the gargoyles. Oh, did he? Head of the investigation, was he? None were found, though. And yet, he searched as hard as he could because he was invested in finding the killer. So these gargoyles must be sneaky. Or the mayor killed your dad. You got any stories about your mother? No, just the amulet story. Who killed your mom? You know what? We don't need to drag all of your... Right! Yep, British. Thank you. That's true. They might have gotten around to killing the king after they took me down. Just because, you know, they'd be there. What are you going to do? Alright. Okay. Thank you, Marnie. We're going to blow this case wide open. And it's going to turn out that the guilty party is just the guy I assumed was guilty because he was rude to me. Nothing in the well. Old Quenton didn't, I don't know. With his last moment, write a message on the well that says it was the mayor. Alright. So we're just waiting for the day to end now. I guess we can, I mean, this is fine. Getting the feel for the geography of Skara Brae. You know what? Why wouldn't I? It's not going to make the time go any faster, but maybe I should follow up with, what's her name? Dazana. Large woman with a deliberate smile. I'll say one thing. The writers, Richard Garriott and his writing team at Origin, are not great at describing facial expressions. Or their artists are not great at translating those descriptions. Individuals. I'm here for talk. There are many words which travel about the small hamlet. Some are even dangerous. Well, tell me about Marnie's amulet. It's not your place. Fair. Can you tell me about Marnie at all? She's seen such pain, more than even I can heal. I pity her. Yeah, we all feel bad for Marnie. She's you know, in the non-pejorative sense of the word, she is pitiful. Okay. But you don't want to talk about the amulet, and that's fair. It isn't your business. Talked about Quenton. What do you think of the mayor? He's a very stiff man. He may be hiding something about his past. Like his very recent past? Like a few days ago? He killed Quenton? Okay. Any thoughts on Horns? He's once a great man, discovered many of the herbs you use in healing. Are you sure? Because all of the important herbs have been in pretty common rotation for a long time here. Discovered something else though. The total knowledge can corrupt totally. Don't even want to know. Don't know what drove him mad, and I don't want to know. I'm not finding it so tedious. I enjoy the process of teasing out the information, even if, you know, it does seem like it's just going to be the rude mayor who you would instinctively suspect. But if it's not, I will be shocked by that twist. Just gotta wait for that sun to go down. And either way, if this evening doesn't get us closer, doesn't get some information out of Quenton, we will say, all right, stick a pin in that, and let's head on down the road, up the road. Well, no, please don't. If it turns out to be Marnie, I'm calling bullshit. That would be the kind of twist that just doesn't feel... It's shocking without being justified. If it's Jarl, that's horribly sad. Yeah. I wanted to be the mayor just because everyone else here, except I guess Stymied. Stymied is okay. But everyone else here seems nice. So, I don't want them to turn out to be murderers. Especially, like, What do I do? Like, do I have to kill the mayor to bring him to justice? I don't know. I feel like the 5 of us can take down the mayor. Alright. That sun will be setting soon. Hey, Quenton. Sorry, buddy. I'm sorry it took me so long to figure out what you were obviously saying. Come on, son. Oh, I made another movement. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's just the ocean, Shamina. Shamino the rugged outdoorsman has no... You can't identify any kind of... Sounds mean nothing to him except just sound. It's all just noise to him. Come on. Come on. Eventually, it's got to be nighttime, right? We're getting close. Is this... Yorl. Yeah, hold on. What? Took her from Quentin's dead body, give it to Marnie for safekeeping. Great. Like, cause then I'm thinking like... In some sense, it's a sound from very far to the west. Hold on. Let me chase this down one more time. Yeah, we just spoke. Your mother gave me this just before she was taken by those evil men. My mother told me to give it to my father when he returned from the sea. Jarl gave it back to me after he was killed. What about the sea? Okay. I thought, yeah. I don't see any obvious way to be like, hey Marnie, you guys see that amulet in case it's the secret to getting your dad's ghost to be a little more helpful here? Okay. It's nighttime. Is Quenton in the... he won't be in there yet because Trenton's still working. The mayor is at his thing. Okay, let's walk around a bit, see if we can find old Trenton. Old Quenton, sorry. We know where Trenton is. What's this? Is this anything? No, it's just scrub. Okay, we're gonna have an we'll have a much easier time finding the ghost if we light a torch. So fire it up. Looking real bright. Here we go. Hey Doves, have you seen Quenton? There's Quenton. Okay. Cool breeze blows through my hair. You suddenly smell the scent of a storm approaching. Okay. And how about, do you have feelings about the mayor? No. But you hate the gargoyles. And you also, do you have any feelings about Stivius? I don't think you did. No. Okay. Bye, I guess. Will you once again No. Was it a coincidence that the ghost wound up near the mayor? Well, we have a save down. Let's toss the joint. No, I'm not trying to look at myself. I'll click for more precision. Found a book. Oh, did I just instantly acquire the book? No, because that's my spell book, right? Ah. Alright. We're just curious here. Can't use it. Okay. Well, it's not worth sacrificing our honor for that. So, okay, where are you, Quenton? Are you leading me somewhere this time? Or are you just fleeing to the sea? Okay, a thought on this last evening that we're going to spend trying to solve this right now. Let's borrow the skiff. What if Quenton's trying to lead us away from the shore? No. Can take us somewhere this time, Quenton? He's in the mayor's residence again. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Oh no. Oh no. I just realized something. I don't want this to be true. Okay. What if Yorl is the traitor? He's not. Or if he is. Okay. No answer for Gideon. Suppose I could just name all the folks in the town. Dazana didn't betray you, did she? No. Are you leading me? No, you're not. You're not doing anything helpful, or if you are, I am currently not able to interpret it, and that's okay. Because we are going to solve this mystery. He's going out to sea, but I think that's just a factor of him wanting to get away from me. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, a pen and paper RPG would open up more possibilities here. Alright. And I don't want the answer to be, but we're going to try this, because we're here. It's still nighttime. Don't want to rob Marnie. Oh. The book is stealing, so I shouldn't have stolen, and I will load. Oh, I'm curious. The Book of Spirituality. In your travels through life, remember always that spirituality embodies the sum of all virtues. Chant the mantra Om as you meditate on spirituality. Yep. And all will become clear to you. Oh, right. When I tried to use the mantra to talk to I used the wrong mantra. I used the sacrifice mantra when I was trying to talk to the ghost. Okay. Well, we're not thieves. Okay. So, one part is easy here. We know the ultimate location of the rune is literally just Marnie's got it. Oh no, what if love and traitor are the same? What if Marnie's the killer after all? I'm going to choose to believe that's not the case. Until I'm forced to confront that reality by the evidence. Alright. We're not, I don't think we're solving this mystery here. At this moment. Especially since I chased Quenton's ghost away. In the skiff. Has he come back? Will he come back? I don't know. I don't know if he'll come back or not. So, let's carry on. Just a couple of clicks there. Get situated. Get my cursor placed somewhere nice. And let's wander. Well, let's see if we can bring Quenton back to shore. Oh, just pure clicking on it. Nah. I guess like the Avatar just got sick of carrying a pocket watch with him all the time. He's like, there are clocks everywhere in Britannia. What do I really need? What am I doing here? Carrying this archaic timepiece with me everywhere I go. Alright. Well. I guess in a worst case scenario where I've chased Quenton's ghost away forever by mistake and broken the quest, I've also broken the quest by solving it. At least finding the ultimate location of the Rune of Spirituality. So if need be, if we get tired of waiting, we could always just jump right to the end. Turn to the last page. Okay. Well. Tis what it is. Let's get back to the road. Sleep a little. But if we sleep, we're going to eat, aren't we? But is there hunger, or is it just that you don't heal if you don't eat? I don't know. Maybe that's in the manual rather than the compendium. Maybe it was in the compendium and I missed it. But let's go back out here. I'm gonna camp down. Not enough room. What about here? No? What about right here? There, perfect. Dupre, you stand where I'm standing, I'll stand where you're standing, and now we all have room to lay down. Good stuff. Not long. 5 hours maybe? And Shimino loves standing guard. We've eaten all the food. We're up. Wasted a bit of daylight. Okay, one last thing before we abandon this town for now. Not forever, but for now. What was I just thinking? I was thinking, ask Yorl about the amulet. And ask Marnie about the rune. I need to know about... Well, actually, I'll ask you about both these things. Right, yes. I knew that. And what about the rune? Doesn't concern you. Really? This guy that you loved, it was like his main job? His main purpose in life, and you don't even care? Couldn't be me. Sorry for our town. You see, my father was the caretaker of the rune stone. After he died, we had no way of finding out where he put it. That is unfortunate in the sense that perhaps British. That's down the way, but noted. Because we'll, one way or another, I would like to unravel the mystery. Besides just the mystery that I accidentally unraveled while seeing if I could borrow the amulet to like show it to Quenton and see if he'd be like, oh, let me go do something. So yeah, he reacts to gargoyles and to Marnie, not to the mayor's name. So perhaps it was just a coincidence that he seemed to be leading me to the mayor. He's supposed to respond to both a traitor and a love and above a dove. Should have asked him about the amulet. But, man, I certainly hope Marnie didn't murder her father. That'd be sad. Those crocodile tears, Marnie. Oh my goodness. Doves galore. Get my pelican. They're slowing down the game. Alright. Last thing I'm doing is just seeing... Has Quentin's ghost made his way back towards the shore? That would be a very silly way for me to have bugged out the game. Nope. Okay. Quenton still exists, but he's not going to say anything to us in the daytime, right? Oh, he does. I just needed to know the things to say. So, let's try it. Amulet? No answer. But Marnie gets an answer. A cool breeze blowing through my hair. Storms a coming. So, did you love Marta? Nope. Did you love... Oh, what's her name? Dazana? No, I tried this. Okay. No one said what his wife's name was. The Meredith Ann went to her death in a storm. No. Okay. Alright, well, put a pin in that. But we learned some stuff. I mean, there's something afoot here in Skara Brae. And we will certainly give it a shot later. It's frustrating because the Shrine of Spirituality is going to be the best one for leveling up. Oh, there we go. But okay, back to the road. And let's head on up. Let me pull a map out here. So I'm looking at a general impression of where I'm going. And we're going to go into a woods, which seems to have, on this map, there's a drawing of an ogre or something for these woods. Does that specifically mean that these are dangerous woods? Or is that just a little bit of map flavor? A little here be dragons kind of deal. One way to find out is to head on down the road and see if we get mauled to death by ogres. We're in the woods now. The road comes along. I'm gonna head off the road a little. See if I can actually get right to the point. You hear something in the northwest. Is it an ogre or a troll? It's a poison swamp. Shimino can hear it just going a gross sucking sound. There's a weird tree. Probably nothing. Nah, it's just a dead tree. Makes sense. It's drawing its water from a poison swamp. Okay, let's find our way back to the road. Head on up to Empath Abbey, where hopefully someone will give us food, because we're probably out. Yeah. Yes, I'll take a swamp hint. Are there boots in this game? Waders? Turn this light down a little. Looking a little shiny. Ooh, something right to the north? It's just water, buddy. Not a ton of random encounters in this game. As soon as you said a hint for it, I had a feeling. Trolls around here. Oh. Swamp boots. There are waders in this game. Great. That is something that solves our intrinsic problem if we can find where to buy them. Or if ELO's up for soloing. Okay, now there's something. Something big. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Something to the west. I mean, Shimino, I'm not gonna lie, buddy. Like, I heard it too, but we went to the west. We didn't find anything. Something in the northwest? Never leave home without a ranger. In theory, absolutely. And like, if swamp boots are presumably there's more than one pair of swamp boots, I would have eventually stumbled across it, but I don't mind in that case being pointed towards. Oh! Can we get a hint for Ultima 5? Wait, is that a signpost that's actually pointing in this direction? Yeah, probably. Let's see if we can find ELO's place here. Might have to gimmick the gem again. Yeah, let's gimmick the gem. There it is. I suspect. Can't guarantee. They made that part too easy. Once you've conceded to make saving and loading that easy, might as well just make one gem last forever. Here we are. Can't rest in Elo's cabin. That's fine. We'll rest out here. And I guess we hope that we don't starve to death when we rest without food. No one has food. Guards while we rest. We hear something. We're awake. Ah. Not an optimal situation. Tactically. In fact, on Chimino's turn, I should have had him strike a torch, but that's okay. We can just barely see. Sharpshooter. And Blaine's getting in on the action too. Good work, team. Great. Are there more snakes? Yep. Must be down, I guess. I think. Because Blaine hit it and I didn't see him shooting at anything. Oh, but it's fleeing now, wouldn't it be? Oops. Ah. Snakes everywhere. Do I already know Dispel Magic? That'll be worth looking into in a moment. Good work, Blaine. Alright, we're not wasting any more crossbow bolts on common snakes. Ah, it's fleeing. Is it fleeing? It's got nowhere to run. There. Killed the snake without even entering combat mode. Really does seem like if we just rested inside the cottage, this late night snake attack wouldn't have even been an issue. I dispute, game, your claim that we're not in the wilderness. Foes. Snakes everywhere. Okay. Chimino, strike up a torch, buddy. We're getting low on torches, but that's okay. I'm confident that's an item we can purchase more of. Is there a back door? No. Hello! Hey, Smith. It's me, your old buddy, the Avatar of all virtue, James. Something important to tell me. You had one job, Smith. You eat Elo's hay to keep it from piling up everywhere and making a mess? That's good. Oh, so now you're open to talking about your relationship with the talking horse, Elo. You like hay? Haha. Charming. That was a specific answer that you did have. Too late for it to have been helpful. But okay. It's fair. You are just a horse. You know who murdered Quenton? That's okay. Ha! And that fits the continuity, at least of my Ultima experience, since I didn't bring Dupree with us on the quest of Ultima V. So he wasn't there when we found the talking horse, and got real irritated with our buddy Elo for having, known all along exactly where the horse was and just kept it to himself. Obviously, Elo put that signpost up after the defeat of Blackthorn and the Shadow Lords. It would have been reckless to put it up earlier. Hey! This seems like a familiar place, huh? Well, insects. Gonna live and let live here. I guess we'll wait for the daylight to come up, which it is doing. So hey, Shimino, you can probably extinguish the torch? Oh, of course, it's just ruined. I remember this. Oh, yes. Right. With the fellow whose name I'm blanking on. The sewer master and his weird fixations. Here's something to the west. Is it insects, buddy? If we go out there to the west and there's just some friggin' bugs. Yeah. I think we'll be okay, Shimino. But thanks for leading us back outside. To talk to insects. Okay. Not a lot going on in Empath Abbey yet today. They're not early to rise types. Hopefully we can acquire some food and so forth. Is this the Flame of Love? Yes, it is. Surrounded by just 4 regular flames. Flames of like, of lust, of amiability and acquaintanceship. They're still all asleep. My goodness. What's this? A beehive. Nobody kicked that. And we'll just wander a little. Give the lovers of love a chance to wake up. Here we go. Hail, good-looking young man. Yay! Sure. With a wine glass in his hand. Hello, he says, extending a delicate hand. Hello. Nice gentle handshake. One good turn deserves another. I hope he doesn't have like an uncomfortably loose handshake. I don't need anyone to try to like break my hand. But when you shake someone's hand and they're just kind of like, there's no grip. It's kind of off-putting. That's actually makes sense because you talk to the shrines in this game. If the representatives of the virtues talk, why wouldn't the representatives of the principles? What do I need? Well, I don't need anything necessarily, but what's your name, son? Farron. All right. I guess there's some kind of meaning to your name. Farron the drunk, as some call me. He winks at me. Yeah, I get that one. I don't know if we needed a wink to underscore the hidden meaning there. All right, Farron. Why is your name Farron? Might have noticed some similarity between my sister and me. I might have, had I met her. Who's your sister? Beautiful as Stephanie is. Oh, is she beautiful, pal? Listen, I'm not... Listen, you know, paying your sister a compliment is fine. And admittedly, it's just that I had an uncomfortable encounter with some travelers, brother and sister themselves, that maybe it seems odd to me. Turn this light down a little. There we go. I guess the shrines did have things to say. Not literally using the talk command to engage in a conversation, unless I'm forgetting something drastic. But yeah, they did have words. Okay. Stephanie is your sister. Tell me about her. Have you met her? Then you know she's... I haven't met her. I was asking about her because you... Okay. She's blind. That's a pity. Since birth. For her, it is like being born a gargoyle. What? What does that mean? She knows no other life. It is her lot to make the best of her situation? Is that what the gargoyles are doing? In this, she is no different than you or I. But... Alright, Farron. I see why they call you Farron the Drunk. It's not just because you're hanging out with the vintage here. Okay. Even gargoyle... Okay. Here we go. Even gargoyles face this dilemma, I'll wager. But we know them more by the ways they differ from us rather than their similarities. Yeah? Yeah, it's true. I know you didn't highlight the text, but no. Okay. What do you do, son? So many types of wine made right here. I'm not looking to buy any wine today. So, I will bid you adieu. Oh, yeah, a little breakfast wine. Yeah, the flame doesn't want to talk. It's a closet. We found the WC. So, unless this is... Well, no, this is Empath Abbey because the flame is there. Another instance of, you know, it's bigger and it's smaller. It's much more detailed, obviously. But it's way smaller than the Empath Abbey of... Or at least it seems so. It's a single level, just a few rooms. Folks, come on. You're wasting daylight. Oh, one of them's up. Hanging out with Farron? No. Hanging out in the kitchen? No. Down in the sitting room? No. Shimino, buddy. I need you to calm down about these bugs. Like, you're a ranger, dude. You should be used to dealing with bugs. Oh, there's someone getting up. Excuse me, sir. Hello, my lord. Touches his cap respectfully. Just touching it, though? Not going to doff it? You only kind of respect me? What's your name, sir? Eckhart the Vinekeeper. Vinekeeper. Alright, you're a Vinekeeper. And what do you do? Care for the garden, tend the vines. Makes sense. What do you grow in the garden? I'm sorry, sir. This is how I was fated to have this conversation with you. Seeming like an idiot. Oh, rose bushes. Planted by druids. Makes sense. Right next to you. Eventually we became the Brotherhood of the Rose. The Brotherhood? Okay. Okay. And the vines, I guess, are for grapes. Oh, and they're seedless, specifically. Cool. The enchanter made them for you. Grafting seedless grapevines. Okay. Who's the enchanter? Yes, my lord. He lives east of here between two rivers. Let's take a look at the map. Here's Empath Abbey. just a ton of rivers in this region, but it actually does kind of look like there's a second house in the woods north and to the east of Elos. So perhaps that's who he's talking about. So let's say this vine keeper Eckhart has told us that an enchanter lives east of Empath Abbey betwixt two rivers. Make it fancy. Cool. His hut be due north of Britain, or so they tell me. Okay, well, hold on. That's more information. Well, if it is due north of Britain, it's not the thing that I was looking at on the map, which is fine. Okay. Okay, the hut's due north, or so they say. And grapevines. Visit me in the field sometime. I'll give you some. Great. I'll take you up on that. Goodbye. So did a person go into the backyard here when they got up? Are these bugs going to attack? Strong looking man with just one arm. This man looks strong. There. Harmony between description and image. Hello, he shouts, waving. What do you need? I need to know who you are, sir. Zeke, the one-armed beekeep it is. What? I'm baffled that they wanted to keep the name job standard prompts. But they're like, everyone should say their job when you ask them what their name is. Okay, Zeke, the beekeep. Okay, and what's so cool about your name, Zeke? Lost me arm and gained that name in battle. A battle? Which one? It was a horrid affair, but Mondain had to be thwarted. Oh yeah, tell me about it, buddy. You must be new here. Looks at the crown. No. Brought an age of great evil into our land. Yet try and tell today's children of the age of darkness. They believe nothing can go wrong, as long as the Avatar lives. Yeah, that guy's great. Don't you love him? Doesn't want to talk about it. So you're a beekeeper. Bees are true friends. They work all day making honey, scattering pollen. All we have to do is provide them with hives. And get stung once in a while. Ha ha ha. Yes. Nothing funny with that. As a child, I was terrified of bees. Did not want to be stung by bees as a kid. Buy all my hives from a nice lady in Minnock named Michelle. Okay. Fair enough. She weaves them out of straw. Neat. Okay. What of Minnock? Got any thoughts about love? The principle of love? No? Okay. Forgive me for how silly this sounds, sir. What do? You're the beekeeper. And you sell honey. You're all ears, if only one-armed. Good one, sir. Take care. Where's, Actually, hold on. I might as well ask you while I'm here. We've met before. You've met Zeke before, haven't you? What do you need? Why are you glaring at me, dude? I guess because I just said goodbye and now I'm bothering you again. What's your take on this Farron? Doesn't care. You like living at the Abbey? Alright, Zeke. Open the door. Yeah, everybody's up. And obviously, Eckhart went this way, but who else? Like, surely, it seems like this Stephanie should be around here somewhere. Well, let's go out in the courtyard. That's Eckhart, right? So there's like a little. Is this a? Is the world so compressed? No, I can't be in you now. There are just homes around Empath Abbey. Okay. And this one's a healer. And we don't require her services, but... Young woman who stares into the distance. I mean, very... Okay. Hello, is someone there? Hello. It's not gonna... What's your name? Stephanie? But I can call you Steph. What appeals to you about the shortened form of your name? It's better. Okay. Your brother... What's it? Farron. What can you tell me about Farron? Really? Are you sure? Okay. What do you do? We have no jobs here as such, but I can heal, cure, and resurrect. Well, that's awesome. You're blind, right? No. Okay. Okay. Bye. Didn't get a ton out of that conversation. But I guess I might as well put her on the sheet. So I know who the healer is. Oh, put her down as Steph. Steph the healer. Very good, very good. What other buildings are here? Here's a building. No one's home. Here's a building. Oh ho! See a quiet, pale, almost motionless gentleman. Yep, fits. None of the portraits are animated, so you could say that about any of the characters. But I could see, yeah, I could see that this guy was going to speak in a voice that gave me chills. It is evening, I hope. That's my favorite time. Well, sir, no. But whatever. Okay. What is good? This is... There's a lot of dead bodies in here. What's your name, sir? You're Glen Dark of the Trinsic Darks. Oh yeah, you come from Trinsic? Nice place. Had to move away, too sunny. Don't like the sun? For moonlight, it's more natural and healthy. Oh yes, I can tell from the look of your face that whatever you're doing is the healthy way to live. What do you do? Okay, there. Oh, sir. I'm not sure about maybe like a lunchroom, or like keep your grapes, hang a basket from the ceiling. Choose it delicately, but you can still hear a soft, squishy sound. Would I like a few grapes? Yes. Help yourself. It's very relaxing work. At least it would be if I didn't have to put up with that incompetent grave digger. Well, who's the grave digger? Maybe I could have a talk with him about work ethic. Mole. Okay. Alright, Glenn. He's a mortician. Taking some notes. Alright. Supposed to finish yesterday. You can't stand talking to him anymore. If I see him, tell him to dig those graves. I'll tell him if I see him. So, yeah, you tend to the bodies of the dead. Great. I'm ready to... Ha, yeah. Sure that one goes great at parties? Is it stealing? No, because he said help yourself. What's back here? It's locked. I don't want to know. I'm not meant to know everything in this world. And what Glenn's getting up to is one of those things I don't mind not knowing. It's a raft. So if need be, we can hop on a raft. So if we head up here, we head into U. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, let's get to U. And that'll be our, we'll meet some folks there and call that a good stopping point. But we made headway. Not a ton, but some headway on the mystery of Skara Brae, but then also just actually accidentally found the rune. So if I'm never able to solve that mystery, I'll just take the rune and never really know why that was the solution. Oh, I think we've arrived. We have the town of Justice. So we won't steal that food even though we're hungry. We'll go to the tavern and we'll acquire food. Hello, ma'am. Huh. Oh! Jana! It's great to be back. You know, gargoyle infestation aside. Mayhaps ye can, Jana. Okay, well, let's find out if indeed we can have a sixth party member. Actually, let's talk first. I guess we can talk to her after she joins. You know, little of the gargoyles say what rumors I hear. Have you heard a rumor that they kneel to a prophet? You know that they're fierce fighters and a great threat to the land. Well, thank you. That's not new information to me. I've fought some of them. Okay. Thank you, Jana. What's going on? What are you doing here in you? I mean, you live here. Lived in you, blessing crops, tending to sick animals. It's a good life. Come along, Jana. Okay, we can have 6. So we don't have to deal with Blaine's passive aggression just yet. Jana is coming to the team at a higher level of experience. I'm a little weirded out, but they didn't bother to make even just a druid sprite. So she just looks like a barmaid. She looks like every other woman. Like Elo looks like every other bard, but he doesn't just look like every random dude. Shimino seems distinct so far. But okay, what's she got going on? She doesn't have a spell book. Love to acquire one. She brought some torches and a ton of money. Just a simple druid life, charging people an enormous amount of money to tend to their sick pets. Oh dear. An enormous woman, both in size and personality. Hello, fellas! She screams. She strides over to you with beer mugs in her hands. Hello. Welcome to Slaughtered Lamb. What can I get you? Well, let's talk. Andrea. Alright. I'll make a note of your name in the U sheet. Andrea is presumably the barmaid, so I'll go out on a limb with that. Let's wrap some text here in my cells. So if she has something important to say. So where'd you get a name like Andrea? There. Yeah. Very pleased to meet me. I'm very pleased to meet you. What do you do? Honey, I've had many jobs in my time, but running this pub is the best because I get to meet the strongest men. And it is nice to meet you. Also, very virtuous. Just tossing that out. Okay, you sell plenty of things, which is great. But let's talk about men for a minute. Look around. Here you'll find men whose lives led them to many dangerous places. Someone in the corner shouts, "Like this pub," and all the patrons laugh. There's nobody here. So long. Come back when you're thirsty. Oops. I blanked. If you see that cutie Utomo, tell him Andrea says hi. Okay. But let's talk again, because I would like to buy some things. But hold on. Tell Utomo I says hi. Presumably, if that can be accomplished, it's by just saying the word Andrea to Utomo. Right. She's enormous in size and personality. Those two things can certainly have been known to go together. Not that they have to. They're small people with big personalities. Big people are kind of dull, I'm sure. Alright, but my dear, What's your price for rations? I'll pick them up. 4 gold apiece. Great. There's 6 of us now, which means we want to spend 24 gold just for 1. Let's go ahead though. Just 6. You can get me just having a good day. And I will tell Ultima that. Yeah, there's that was real weird how the patrons laughed uproariously at that joke that nobody made, and also there's no patrons. Let's look around you. Yeah, this doesn't usually... Oh dear! It's a guillotine just in the town square. What's your name, sir? You're not allowed to give out that information. What do you do? You're a guard. Oh, you're one of the elite. Yeah, I've spoken to someone like you before. Thank you. What time is it? 2:30 p.m. Extremely precise sundials in this town. The mayor. Whew! Yeah, okay. Here, we have great alignment of description and graphic. This is indeed a tall, stern woman with graying red hair and a perpetual scowl. Welcome, worthy avatar, to the Hall of Justice. How may we assist thee on thy quest? Well, let's get to know each other. Lenara, the Lady Mayor. Oh yeah, right, because there's not... For a second I was like, you can just call yourself Mayor, but it's because Lord Mayor, Lady Mayor. That's okay. We can work with that. She's the Lady Mayor of you. That's great. And so, sorry, what's your job as the mayor? You preside over the town and its courts, and also the wood. Makes sense. If we're going to get really into the nuts and bolts of how the Britannian economy works, it makes sense that you is the home of forestry, based on its location. Yeah, we all love justice. I don't know if you know this. I've achieved enlightenment in justice. The Rune of Justice itself was sent here. I was just about to ask you. A thief stole the rune from the grave of our most respected resident, the former Lord Mayor. Your mistake, if I may offer some advice here, was to bury this precious object when the old mayor died, and let that information get out. You could do one of those two things. It's false information, that's fine. Or burying it and not telling anyone. Okay. The thief was caught. Ho! I'll interrogate him if you tell me where he is. Thief is in the jail, awaiting the carriage of justice. I certainly hope you're not going to guillotine the thief. That seems extreme. It seems like a perversion of justice. Perhaps you've been led astray by a false prophet? Oh! Her prefab text includes X, where X is whatever word you just said. Congratulations, Stimpinski. Did you have at least any fun with it? Where's the jail, if you don't mind telling me? We hardly have time to chat about jail. Is it just here? Nope, that's where she sleeps. Let's look around town. Here's the guillotine. Again, I'm not feeling that. Like it was extreme enough. Oh, of course it's magically locked. And now I know what a magically locked door looks like. A little pinkish. Any of these? Yeah, and they still have stalks. Is this the thief? Hey, pal. Hello, handsome. Yeah. It was good enough early on that you were like, by the time you started grinding you down, you're like, I've come too far. Can't turn back. You're so far steeped in blood that to return were as tedious as gore. What's your name, sir? Long-haired, raggedy man. I would have thrown the adjective handsome in there, because this is a good-looking dude. St. John, the warrior. where I come from, people named Sinjin do not spell it the way you'd think. And you would never guess that that was what their name was based on how it's spelled. Let's see if he will comment on that. Yeah. So you're a warrior. These days you're more into stocks. Heh heh heh. Good one, Sinjin. Didn't really do anything wrong. Told him to go ahead and put me here anyway, so I could get a different perspective on life. Very philosophical of you. Normally we stumble around through life on our own, but here I can stand still and watch it by all around me. We're in you right now, Stimpinski. Headed up the road. Hit the Empath Abbey on the way. So, Sinjin, I don't want to like tell you how to live your life, but you can't actually watch life going by all around you. You can only watch it go by directly in front of you right now. Your options are more limited than you seem to think they are. Hold on. Bring me back to... Okay, you're a warrior. You're in the stocks. It's still the town of Justice. Although, like, I kind of would have thought that the public stocks were a feature specific to the reign of Blackthorn that Lord British would have gotten rid of. I don't know. Apparently not. Didn't really do anything wrong. You told him to go ahead. Different perspective on life. Tell me your thoughts on life. The meaning of life. You're still trying to figure it out. Were you the one who stole the rune? No. That guy is going to actually be in jail. Okay. What's your job? Okay. Justice may be a virtue, but she thinks she carries it too far. For Mandrake's version of the 8 virtues. Yeah. He's a character. I have. Thank you. Sorry. Back to job. Stay. You didn't do anything wrong, blah, blah, blah. Let's go back and ask Lenora about Sinjin. If she's still at work. Daylight's wasting. I felt like that was precise. Okay, alright. Forget it. Let's find the jail. This looks jailish. Yeah, she, I mean, you can see how she became the Lady Mayor of the Town of Justice. She's got the, stern scowl of a enforcer of rules. No response from this one. Maybe the jail keeper can point me in the right way. An old man, tall and thin, spends all his time whittling. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name? Pridgarm. Yeah, that just rolls off the tongue. I assume you're a jailer, but you mind the jail. Makes sense. Got a prisoner in solitary right now. I'm not sure that you define solitary the same way that we do where I come from, because all these cells seem to have open bars, open air with each other. But okay. Who is this prisoner? Actually, hold on. Start from the start. Tell me about your jail. For the cleanest cells you'd ask for. And which one of those counts as solitary, sir? They're all in one room. Okay. So, prisoner? Well, broken in the grave of his lordship, the late mayor. That is grave. Tain't my place to talk about that. You should go see your ladyship, the mayor. I did. Okay. And in solitary? Need my key to get in there. May I have your key? Yep. I could give you the key if you kill 5 rats. I know we're not going to get to that kind of stupid side quest. Please. But not without her ladyship's permission. And... Okay. You got a letter of permission? No. Well, you gotta have a letter if you want to see the thief. Okay. I can work with that. Excuse me. Your ladyship. Pray be precise. The key. I just need the key. Okay. I need to talk to the prisoner. I need your permission? Yes. Yeah. Is that really surprising to you, madam? I don't think that old Pridgarm, Lenora, your ladyship, has given you any reason to doubt. I mean, I can attest, and I'm the Avatar, so I'm honest, that he was very clear that he wouldn't let the Avatar, the most virtuous person there ever was, just, honest, courageous, not courageous, valorous and honorable, honest, spiritual, always willing to sacrifice his own needs, and of course humble. Okay. Yeah. Hello. Hello again, Pridgarm. I have permission. Yes. Okay, here's the key. Give it back when you're done. Thanks. Well, let's try. Let's save just in case we accidentally cause a jailbreak. Law and order collapses in you because we open all the wrong cells. Take the key to the door. No effect. Well, that's not the solitary. Oh, if he's in solitary. Turns out we all call solitary the same thing, which is good. It's good to have common ground. And it makes sense to double lock the doors. No effect. No effect. Okay. Perhaps... I don't know. And all of a sudden we're chugging here. What's your game here, pal? Oh, can I just... There it is. Yeah. Makes sense. That you'd literally give us the key to open the solitary confinement cell. Fair enough. Alright. Here we are. A short, heavy-set man dressed in rags. He's definitely in rags. Yeah, I can see him being heavy-set. Good. Who's there? He calls insolently. I don't know how you say that with insolence, but friends call me James. I don't want to, seem like I'm virtue bragging or anything, so I won't even mention them in the Avatar. Oh, I should have. Struth, it's the Avatar. You've got to get me out of here, my lord. Well, hold on. Is something amiss? I admit I robbed that grave. Well... But only because his lordship wouldn't be needing that stuff no more. Fair. Had me kids to feed, didn't I? I guess. Tears fill the man's eyes. Oh. My poor children. Got no one to take care of them now. I only stole to feed them, and that's the truth. I forgot to ask you your name, sir. Boskin. Boskin the grave robber. And yeah, so what is the truth? Tell me your story. True? Of course it's true. Even a thief like me wouldn't lie to the Avatar. Yeah, I'm pretty cool. I understand that. But the rune thing is an issue, dude. I'll tell you where to go if you'll let me go. I've got me kids to think of. I gotta feel like if you gave the rune back, you might not even have wound up in salt. Okay. How would I go about letting you go? Well, no, not yet. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Shut the door behind us. Can we lock the door? Be really responsible here. We can. There we go. Yes, I'm done with the key. Alright. We probably, hopefully have just enough daylight left. We do. Oh yeah, more than enough. Sunset slow. Oh, I say that and it gets a little bit closer. Oh no, Lenora. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, of course. Lenora, obviously, I should have anticipated. It's not when she gets up from her desk that she's like, well, my day is done. It's like when she's home and she lets her hair down. Up until then, she's the mayor. So, Boskin. Can you let Boskin go? Never. Would it, though, if the only reason he was stealing was to feed his kids? He has no family. He's just a drifter. If he's just a drifter, how do you know he doesn't have a family? 2 towns over. Don't be taken in by his lies. Are you sure they're lies? Tell him he's not fooling anyone. Okay. May thou find what you deservest. Feel like if there's one thing the Avatar deserves, it's just a little bit more compliance from everyone with the general search for the runes. But okay. I have permission. I need the key again. Yes. Oh, he burns the letter. The first time we... Okay. Well, I think we've probably lost our shot now because Lenora's gone home. Can we find the mayor and... Where does the mayor live? She obviously doesn't live in the pub. Okay. Okay. I think that, well, now we got 2 active explore the town, find the rune, conversation tree, mystery quests on the go. And that is as good a place to stop, I think, as any. I am getting a little hungry. Pretty good, I should tell my dad. My father was very concerned when I told him about streaming. He's like, what do? You play video games? And he was like, so you must do that for what? You play for 45 minutes to an hour there? I was like, well, no, I usually, like 3 or 4 hours usually for a stream. He was like, it's a long time to be sitting. So I'll tell him, I stood up for the entire stream. I even put a stress pad down so it wasn't hard on my knees or anything. He'll be proud of me. Great. Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you folks for coming out. If you stuck around to the end, great. Glad to have you. If you came, you left. Also glad to have you. You can't hear my words, but I was glad you were here. This is fun. Things are shaping up. We have the slightest inkling that there might be some sort of religious thing going on with the gargoyles that could involve a false prophet, but otherwise we're kind of still just in the dark about why the game isn't called Ultima VI Gargoyles Invade. So maybe we'll find out more about that next week. So here we are, at the end of the day. Coming up this week, Friday, more Friday Night Forgotten Circles. I'll reveal the secret of the runic script, and we get to open an envelope, which is always an exciting moment in Gloomhaven, except that one time that turned out to suck. But I've been the lightest kind of spoiler. I've been told that it's cool. So that's exciting. And then next weekend, we're going to go back to Star Control 2. I tested the save game today. It's not corrupt. So we will pick up where we left off instead of redoing the things that we did. And then we'll be back here in Britannia, finding runes, solving murders, drinking wine, all the important things. So that's that. Gotta liberate my cursor here so I can turn the show off when the moment comes. Good times. And thank you all for sticking around. And this is not a very concise outro. Until the next time that our paths cross, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.